Edinburgh is a wonderful pick for your next trip if you're interested in history, magnificent natural scenery, and kind, inviting people. This city has been immortalized in films and television series, and it is full of attractive and historic landmarks. It is also known for its art culture and is frequently referred to be one of Europe's most beautiful cities. Edinburgh can appear to be two towns at times, thanks to the contrast between the exquisite Georgian districts of majestic terraces in the 18th century New Town and the Old Town's narrow twisting alleyways, steep staircases, and hidden passageways. Many of the city's most prominent tourist attractions are located along the Royal Mile, which runs between the castle and Holyrood Palace and Princess Street. Watch this entire video of the top sites and things to do in Edinburgh to ensure you get the most out of your visit to this extremely romantic Scottish city. Number 1. Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle is a must-see attraction. It's a persistent and intimidating reminder of the city's history, looming over the city's second extinct volcano. The castle itself resembles an ancient stronghold, with dark, forbidding stone and walls designed to keep out any but the most daring and resourceful. You can visit the castle at any time, but going during one of its many historical events is much better. Actors dressed as historical personalities will lead you around the castle and offer you an insider's view of what you're experiencing throughout these events. After that, treat yourself to some fresh scones with jam and cream in the classic tea room. 2. The Royal Mile. You'll be astounded at the quantity of gorgeous, historic, and interesting buildings, stores, churches, and historical landmarks that line this street. For tourists and locals looking for a fun night out or a wonderful lunch, this is the most popular portion of the city. As a result, you'll most likely spend more time than you anticipated wandering the main street and the narrow lanes that branch off of it. Bring your camera and be prepared to stop every few feet to take pictures or enter boutiques, museums, or cafes. Also, take a look around the narrow passageways that wound their way around the buildings in this region. You never know what you could find. This street is close to many of Edinburgh's most popular attractions, including the Castle, Palace, Writers' Museum, and Gladstone's Land. So set aside plenty of time to investigate and follow your passions. Many hop-on hop-off buses begin their journey on the Royal Mile. If you're short on time, this is a terrific approach to see as many things in Edinburgh as possible. 3. Arthur's Seat. The first thing you'll notice while visiting Edinburgh is the breathtaking scenery, and the best way to observe these sights is from a high vantage point. The extinct volcano Arthur's Seat may be seen from the city center. You'll enjoy unrivaled views of the city skyline from the highest point, and it's a terrific free site to visit if you're traveling Scotland. Put on your hiking boots and get out there for the greatest views of the city skyline. Go early in the morning or late in the evening. If you visit in May, don't miss the May Day Festival, when young women wash their cheeks in the morning dew from the hill. It's meant to make them look younger and more attractive, so give it a shot. 4. The Palace of Holyrood House, or simply Holyrood Palace, is the Queen's official Edinburgh residence and has been at the heart of Scottish history on numerous occasions. Built in 1678, it was the site of the marriages of James II and James IV, the coronations of James V and Charles I, and the court of Bonnie Prince Charlie in 1745. When the Queen is away, which is usually 51 weeks a year because she only visits for Royal Week each summer, the public is allowed access. The beautiful historic apartments, previous home of Mary Queen of Scots, and the state apartments, noted for their superb furnishings, tapestries, and plasterwork, are open during these times. Portraits of Scottish rulers, both legendary and historical, can be found in the Great Gallery. The Queen's Gallery, which opened in 2002 to commemorate the Queen's Golden Jubilee, offers rotating exhibitions from the royal collection. King David I constructed the nearby Holyrood Abbey in the 12th century. 5. The Scott Monument. It isn't every day that a writer is honored with a massive monument to their work, but that is precisely why this structure should include on your Edinburgh agenda. It's essentially a massive skyscraper dedicated to the city's favorite son's talent and legacy. It also has some of the nicest skyline vistas you'll ever see. If you have a strong stomach and strong legs, you can climb to the top of this tower and take in the view. The tower is 287 steps tall and stands at 61.11 meters. There is no elevator, and the curving staircase is in keeping with the building's Victorian Gothic grandeur, so expect a hike. 6. St. Giles Cathedral. Although Edinburgh is a bustling, modern city, you might be excused for forgetting that there is a world outside when you enter magnificent church. This is a haven of peace and tranquility, with gorgeous architecture, stained glass windows, and intricate craftsmanship that simultaneously captures the eye and emphasizes the significance of this historic structure. This is one of the best locations to see in Edinburgh if you prefer architecture or art, and you'll enjoy visiting this cathedral. Make a point of noticing the stained glass windows and high ceilings, which give the feeling of boundless space. Take some time to relax and take in the tranquil ambience before returning to the bustling Royal Mile. 7. Calton Hill. The view from Calton Hill is just breathtaking, therefore bring your camera with you when you visit this region. From Princes Street, you'll be able to see all the way to Leith Castle, Old Town, and the Docks. The National Monument, which honors the dead of the Napoleonic Wars, is one of the most impressive landmarks in the area. The memorial was inspired by the Parthenon in Athens and serves as a beautiful reminder of the influences that form modern-day Edinburgh. Go up to Calton Hill at sunrise or sunset for the best views and the best pictures you'll take while in the city. Afterwards, head down to see the National Monument as well as Nelson's Monument, built to remember Horatio Nelson's victory at the Battle of Trafalgar. 8. Royal Botanic Gardens. This 70-acre park features a herbarium and the world's largest palm house. You would believe that the plants in this garden are hesitant to grow. After all, Scotland may be quite cold for some flora. The garden, however, contains a startling range of species from around the world thanks to the hothouses and covered exhibits. This garden has a lot to offer, so take your time. This is the type of environment where you should unwind and go with the flow, so follow your instincts and interests. The tropical house with orchids, the alpine house, the arboretum with huge trees from all over the world, the woodland garden, and the terraced moorland garden are just a few of the features of this park. 9. Edinburgh Zoo. Edinburgh Zoo was founded in 1913 on 82 acres of property on the outskirts of Edinburgh and is still one of the most popular attractions for families visiting the city. The zoo is home to a wide range of animals from all over the world, some of which were born and grown here because of the zoo's successful breeding efforts. Edinburgh Zoo is the first zoo park in the United Kingdom to include koalas and pandas, as well as being the first to breed penguins, a troop of chimps and wallabies, as well as an exhibit of smaller critters like amphibians and insects in a section named Wee Beasties, are among the park's other star animals. 10. Victoria Street. Victoria Street is one of Edinburgh's most well-known shopping and money-spending destinations, so bring your wallet with you when you go. You'll find everything from contemporary clothes to designer homewares and vintage books on this strip, which is home to the city's best independent retailers. Allow yourself at least a morning and a whole day to explore this street. If you're looking for a good chuckle, stop into the Old Town Bookshop and the Ha Ha Joke Shop. There are also many fantastic food alternatives in this region, like I.J. Mellis designer cheeses and the whiskey shop's notable whiskey brands.